Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, we are going to look at your past, present, and future energies. I'm going to do that using a couple of oracle decks. And I'm going to also incorporate the very well-known and not often used sometimes. Does that make sense? Not often sometimes. You know what I mean? Rider-Waite deck. Rider-Waite Tarot. Let's get started, Sagittarius. Looking at your past, present, and future energies. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Saggies. I get comfy there, Lily. Lily's behind the camera. If you hear any groaning or moaning, it's coming from the peanut gallery. She's the peanut gallery. All right. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Past, present, and future energy. It's a long shuffle. I'm not long enough. In the past, Sagittarius, privileged lady. So somebody who's got like an opportunity that most people don't have. This could be a specific person. It could be you. It could be somebody in the past that you ran into. You're like, wow, isn't that person got it going on? Look at them. Aren't they lucky? Well, maybe that's you. Now, currently, a pathway. Well, that's interesting. I kind of feel like if this privileged lady isn't you, it's kind of like, I think it's the equivalent of the feminine version of the, I think it's called the wealthy man. So it's somebody, it could have been the wealthy man, but instead it's coming out like privileged lady. So it's likely maybe somebody who's more on the feminine side. This person's living a life, or at least was, or sometime you met them in the past, or I feel like this person's connected to a pathway that you're on now. So I don't know if this person showed you a perspective that maybe, again, most people wouldn't get, and it's given you an opportunity for some form of a direction here. Because, again, this privilege is, a lot of people don't get this opportunity. That's why it's privilege. Or it would be common, right? It's not common. So now there's a pathway here, and this pathway leads out of the dark woods into the light. And there's butterflies around it. So it could be the birthing of an idea. It could be, even if it's a financial thing, because that could be connected with the privileged lady, could be showing you, could have shown you some sort of a financial advantage in a particular direction. And it's giving you an idea to take flight somewhere, to do something. To enlighten. It's like an enlightening, you're enlightened now. You're enlightened now, Sagittarius. In the future, the family room. It's interesting. You could be getting together with your family. Something significant could be happening in the family room. So some room in your house. This is a room that you feel comfort in. This is a very comfortable room. It could be a room that you entertain in. But there is something, it could be somebody else's family room. But there is something significant about a very comfortable space. Main female. Well, that's interesting. So now you have main female, and she's the counterpart to the main male. Let's keep going. I need more cards. It's kind of funny. The beginning of this series, the messages were like boom, 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 boom. And then as we kept progressing, the messages have become more and more, I guess, encrypted. So I'm curious about this privileged lady. I'm going into the Moonology deck. So this is going to give us a little bit more information about your past, present, and future. Oh, you know what's really interesting? I'm just seeing this now. The privileged lady from your past and the family room in your future are mirroring numbers, 12 and 21. So that's interesting. Maybe the privileged lady is going to be in your family room. Or maybe you're going to be a privileged lady in a family room. You're on the pathway to a family room. What goes down in that family room? I don't know. A lot of things you can do in a family room. Okay. Privileged lady, conclusions are within reach. This is in the past. Isn't that interesting? Full moon eclipse. Again, it's like something that doesn't occur very often. I don't know. I kind of feel like you bumped into somebody in the past here. I don't know how long ago it was. But this is a very opportunistic circumstance. And it's rare. It's either rare to have bumped into this person, or it's rare to have gained this information. And conclusions are within reach. You know, what's curious too is, right, because then the next cycle we show you here with this pathway. And what's intriguing me is that all the colors in this eclipsed moon are showing up on the path. I feel like the privileged lady was signifying the end of something, and obviously the start of something else. Conclusions. I don't know what was concluding, but either this privileged lady presented you with an idea, information that put you in a direction that you're on now. And it might have been trying to finalize some sort of plan or goal in your life that you've been striving for or working on. And now, like, there's the light at the end of the forest. So now, wow, believe in the impossible, blue moon. You have really strong moon energy so far, right? You have an eclipse moon and you have a blue moon. I told you, like, there's something weird about this. Like, it's a once in a lifetime. A once in a lifetime meeting. And now you're on an unbelievable path. So believe it. You were on an unbelievable path. So believe it. What's going to go happen in the family room? A win-win outcome is forecast. Well, no. You could be having a meeting in your family room. Something comes to balance. It could be something in a family dynamic for you that comes into balance here. This could be something that feels impossible. You're on an unbelievable path right now. Believe it. I love that. The family room is where we feel safe. The family room is where we can be ourselves. The family room is where we can seek shelter. Has a very Cancerian, like the fourth house feel to me too. A conclusion, right? A full moon in Libra. So that's a concluding cycle in your future. And then in the past, there is something happened here that the conclusion was within reach. And maybe it felt as though this pathway, it's like a bad dream, or one of those movies where the hero, the heroine is running and they're trying to get down the hallway and it keeps getting longer the more you run. Or, you know, you're running and it feels like in a dream, you're in slow motion, but you're trying your hardest. There's something that feels impossible about this. Perhaps right now, believe it. It's at the bottom. What time for healing? Well, that's nice. A time for healing. The main female, a time for healing, are your two underlying energies. You could be healing from someone significant in your life, because there's something here in the future that has to do with family. Some of you may have had a parent that maybe came from a very privileged life. And when I say privileged, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're having this as well, right? Because it is, and you know, there's lots of scenarios where you've heard of people that have been born into wealth or privilege, but you know, and that could have been generational, and something happens and the next generation doesn't get, like, it's funny how things can work that way. Because it's something to do with a main female, a time for healing. And I do feel like this has something, it's connected to the future. Sagittarius is on an unbelievable path. Believe in it. Blue moon, full moon eclipse. Yeah, this is a very rare energy. A very rare energy. Whatever this is in the family room in the future, because it says a win-win outcome is forecast, whatever this is dealing with, if this is a family issue, everybody feels like something is resolved. Everybody feels like they kind of came out in the way that they would hope to have come out of some sort of situation, argument, disagreement, whatever that could be. I don't know. So this is interesting too. I keep picking this up that some of you may have had a relative, or so it could have been an aunt. This main female in a time for healing, somebody may have passed as well, and you've been working through like a will, a last will and testament, an inheritance. Again, I see something in the future where the family's agreeing on this. It's your reading, so you're also part of this. You're on the pathway to something being resolved. And it could heal something connected in this family. All right. Conclusions are within reach. The privileged lady, but this is in the past. The Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, there's healing, and the Three of Cups. It's again, it feels like meeting someone. You literally too. I've never been drawn to this body of water. It's small. It's like a river or something, but it's weird. It's reminded me of almost like a desert-like area where there's a river or something that runs through it. Like I'm seeing both. Oh, where would that be? I'm not really familiar with. I know that there's parts in the U.S. that are like this, remind me like something like the Grand Canyon or topography like that. And I know there's a lot of other places in the U.S. that are like that. Throughout the South now, but I'm also picking up like the Nile. I don't know why I'm picking that up. I really feel like y'all met somebody in the past here. Or it's somebody that you were close with. Like, this person's in the past. I can't help but feel like maybe this person has passed away. Or something, if they haven't passed away, something's gone on here. Like, if it's someone that you knew really well, it's something that's gone on here where like kind of who they were in the past is gone, because this time for healing is here. It does look like you got together with this person with the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups, and the outright intention was to heal something. So I don't know if that was or wasn't successful, but that's the intent that I see here, is trying to heal something that might have to do with some sort of family dynamic. And either this person is directly involved in what this outcome is going to be. They're involved with it either directly or indirectly, and I'm really picking that up too because the numbers are mirroring each other, 12 and 21. So when I say indirectly, I want to say, like, if this person has passed away, and let's say there was an estate or something that needed to be dispersed to whoever it was willed to, or whatever the situation was, I'm getting this feeling like maybe there was some form of disagreement or competition or jealousy, right? But it's almost like maybe people that haven't, maybe even people that in your family that maybe you're connected to, because this is your reading. So people that you're connected with that haven't seen each other in a long time, there could have been some distance in those relationships. It's almost like this person, their passing serves as a reason to get together, and you have to work this out. Like, you have to figure this out. You've got to get this resolved. And then it happens here. I mean, there's so many different ways that this could be coming through, but I really feel like the privileged lady is a reason for some sort of balance here that occurs in the future involving family. So believe in the impossible. The Ace of Swords, Justice, the Six of Wands. Wow, guys, you're on a good path. So I don't know what's going on right now, but this pathway that you're on is a blue moon pathway. I want to say whatever the issue is, the circumstances surrounding this, most other people, again, because this is a privileged cycle, it's an unusual cycle, it's an impossible cycle where possible things can occur. It's other people experiencing perhaps the same scenarios, you would not have this outcome, or it would take longer to produce this outcome, or it's just, there's something really significant here about, I think the universe is working some magic around something here. Diplomatic solutions, insight, success. Again, the Six of Wands is not just you seeing yourself being successful or me telling you you're going to be successful. It's those around you as well feeling like this is successful, and it kind of comes in alignment, which is funny, right? Because it's followed by, it's following up the Justice card. And this is when a win-win outcome. So everybody's happy with this. The Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. There's that feeling about somebody, you have to come out and deal with this. Like a family member, a long-lost cousin, somebody that was maybe a little bit estranged from the family. And maybe that's even you. I don't know. But there's some sort of circumstances taking place where it flushes that person out. It has to be dealt with. The High Priestess, the Death card, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's been some sort of circumstance here it's weird because now I want to say it's gone on too long. But I'm also getting an indication that in most cases this wouldn't be resolved the way it is. So that in itself is kind of magical. But the universe, I feel like with the High Priestess showing up at the end of this underline, is kind of like showing us like a real cosmic justice here too. Something is written and it must unfold. I think you go into somebody's family room, I'm going to be honest. Because you have the Chariot card here. The Ace of Pentacles. You could be getting something from someone's family room. If it's an inheritance. Somebody could have been in a family room for a long time with. Tell me more about this privileged lady. Tell me more about this privileged lady. She's very strong. Strength card came out. Could be a Leo. Could be some sort of significant Leo placement. That's the only card that came out. This person is strong as shit. So I feel like if this person either had or has some sort of privilege in life, they're not, what would I say, like, without experience and fortitude. This person has some form of experience and fortitude, If this is somebody that can afford to have someone come and cut their grass or weed the flower bed, if those people don't show up, they damn well know how to do it themselves. And if you're not doing it right, they're going to show you like that. So it's interesting character and energy there. The Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords. Now there's almost something that needed to happen here. There's some sort of approach here that needed to change. Because the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups moves right into the Four of Swords. So there is something that is healed. Moving forward is kind of paused for some form of healing, some sort of thought. Slowing the wheel of fortune for a break is what I have written on here, which is interesting. It's slowing time down. That's the first card in the underline, is the Wheel of Fortune. And look, I even said, the Knight of Cups, I called it the Four of Cups. Funny that, right? Because that's what comes in besides. So it's not taking opportunities. It's not moving forward. It's endings. And it is as it is written. Yeah, there's like a really strong, almost a cosmic boundary here that can't be passed, even if the hands of time need to slow down. And then we have the Three of Cups. It's like it was worth it. It was worth it. It was definitely worth putting something on hold here for a resolution, for successful agreement, for a celebration of some sort. I don't even know how much I need to clarify that. Let's just, anything else to say about this past energy? The Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's interesting. That's the kind of space where you might find a family room. So it does, like healing. The Ten of Pentacles is also about legacy, healing family legacy, healing family trauma, healing generational. The energy of generation is coming through here very strongly. And I picked that up here where I kind of felt like, you know, it could have even been someone in your family in the past. The last remnants of some sort of a wealth or privilege. Honestly, though, this privileged lady with the Strength card, I don't know who it is, but it's definitely not somebody to fuck around with. It's just, like I said, this person, you know, a lot of people would look at this person and judge them to not be capable. They're either dressed really well, they don't look like they've done much hard work in their life, but there's some sort of background here with the Strength card. This person has exhibits a lot of self-control, but I feel like they're quite capable. And that's rare too. And when we get into this rare energy, believe in the impossible. That is rare. A lot of people with privilege don't necessarily know how to cut the grass. So, pathway to the light on this impossible path. The pathway to light on this Seven of Pentacles. There's been a lot of reassessing going on. You've been doing a lot of reassessing. You've had to keep replanning. The Seven of Swords. Why would I say that? There's interesting little tidbits coming out of my mouth in this reading. This Ace of Swords. I would call it the Seven of Swords. So some sort of truth that's been hidden. This Ace of Swords. The Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. It kind of feels like, because, you know, both the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups can be about a celebration. And that's what's leading us. So some sort of get-together in the past is where there's a celebration is now leading us forward in a very practical manner here. But things start to speed up. Things are starting to speed up for you. And all of this planning, I want to say, is the result. It's the result of that. So the Justice card. Five of Cups. Something has not been working out the way you would have liked it to. If you've been disappointed, people have been disappointed in you, however that shows up. But there's a win-win coming out of that. There's the Six of Wands. The Death card. What is this handful? The Moon, the King of Swords, and the Six of Swords. This is an ending bringing clarity and movement. So there's something that seems impossible is becoming possible, Sagittarius. And there is an ending to a cycle here that has been put on hold. This cycle has been slowed down. The wheels of time have slowed down, and to produce clarity out of the darkness. So the family room, what's going down in the family room? Oh, well, there's going to be some of that. The Ace of Wands. So, I don't know, some of you could be getting together with someone you haven't seen in a while in the family room that you would like to spend some intimate time with in the family room. I don't know. The rest of the cards don't really show that, though. I feel like it's exciting. There's a sense of excitement, jubilation, inspired. You feel inspired, feeling good, feeling rejuvenated. How is this a win-win? The Hanged Man. All perspectives. I don't know. I said from all perspectives, something turns out well here. Why is this tickling my finger? The Page of Pentacles. Everyone feels from what they, I don't know, from what they've learned, everybody has a really good perspective. Understanding. The Chariot. But I do feel a bit like you're going to someone's family room with this Chariot card. The Six of Wands, what I just said. So I think you're going to somebody's family room. Maybe for some nookies. I don't know what's going on there. The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is fast. This is ideas quickly turn into like tangibles. It actually says tangible on here. Physical, practical, material, receptive. Very fast. Ideas move very quickly. If somebody's promised you inheritance, or if somebody's promised you great Aunt Thelma's 12th century vase, it's like it happens fast. The Hermit. Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. The hands of time are going to be moving again here. And there's some sort of healing that has been completed, right? Time has slowed down. If this is somebody you haven't seen in a long time, funny. I'm hearing with this, wet kisses. Now nasty. But like, I don't know if it could even be someone. This is not for everybody. Could even be someone you haven't seen in a long time. But the dog, picking up like the dog. So weird. But there's definitely there's something really, for some of you, there's something a little bit like sensual here with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Could be someone you haven't seen in a long time. Others of you, like beyond that message, it definitely is something that goes on that is very exciting, feels really, really good. Any ideas that you quickly, like you can, these ideas quickly unfold into reality. The Fool and the Queen of Wands. Oh, there you are. A new beginning. An inspiring new beginning. There's a lot of feminine energy in this reading because you got the main female as the underline. You have the High Priestess. Like these are the ones that are kind of showing up right on the, and then you have that, and you have the Privileged Lady. It's really interesting. There's like divine feminine energy working in this. I feel like through you and other people, and like just cosmically as well too. So Sagittarius, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extendeds this week, I'm asking, what is the good stuff? What is the good news for Sagittarius? Well, not, I've been asking that in all the readings. Want to know in the Taurus extended, what is the good news for Sagittarius? No, it hasn't gone down that way. I think they'd be upset. But in your reading, it's going to go down that way. So we're focusing on positive things that are going to be unfolding for you in the extendeds this week. There you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much, my friends. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.